Is there a preference from one over the other in that space at the moment? Because there's still a lot of uncertainty as to where it comes to some of the supply response that might come from other parts of the world. How do you view them on an individual basis?
We sort of have a preference for Santos on a longer term basis, but probably in the short term, Woodside's probably preferable. Woodside benefits from the spot gas prices, and obviously that's been very high, so they've been able to capture some of that higher pricing. But Santos, over the longer term, we see better opportunities there. We also see some catalysts going forward. So if they sell the Alaskan assets, they've also obviously had PNG, which they picked up Oil Search a few years back, which they should be able to create value out of that acquisition.
What about some of the other alternative fossil fuels in that space? One that keeps coming up in the scoreboard that was just up earlier, seeing some big gains coming through again for the coal miners. Relative speaking, how does the coal miners stack up against, say, those gas giants?
The coal stocks are exceptionally cheap. The problem we have with coal stocks is that over the longer term, if you're thinking about the coal as an energy source, the whole market is concerned about carbon offsets, etc. So the long-term view of coal is negative, but in the short term, I think you'll obviously see high earnings. The stocks are trading on 2 or 3 times multiple, so it's really cheap, but probably doesn't sit in an investor's portfolio.